So these cheaters are why I lost 150 MMR yesterday. I don't think so. I'm gonna keep it frank with you. I think you might have just had a tough day, buddy. Is there really cheaters in Rocket League or not? All right, you want me to get into it? There are allegations and facts that there are cheaters in Rocket League. Okay, let's take a step back. We're gonna go all the way back. We're gonna start from the very beginning, right? Rocket League in its purest form. You hop on to play Rocket League one day and you're like, wow, this is so new and there's no other game like it, okay? And it's so fun because of that. And because there's no other game like Rocket League, it was actually incredibly hard to make cheats for it because if you make an FPS game, usually the clients all just kind of mix together and you can make an aimbot for every game. One of the appealing things in Rocket League is you never ran into cheaters. And I actually dug up some old tweets. Here's one from Espion, old RLCS pro, who is no longer in the scene. They say, one of the most refreshing things to me about competing in Rocket League was not having to worry about whether people are cheating. And Slasher says, who's a journalist / reporter, I don't know if he still does it now, but back then he did. He said, possible to cheat in Rocket League? As John said, the only way I can think of is something that would show the trajectory of the ball for bounces. But that doesn't even offer that much of an advantage at the pro level. And as far as I know, it doesn't actually exist. So the only way you could possibly cheat in Rocket League is if you had some way to read the ball better off the sidewall, right? Clearly. That's the only thing you could possibly do. How else could you cheat in Rocket League? Well, Jorby also has a tweet from 2020, which this one is kind of funny because he got absolutely dunked on with this one. He said, yes, I forgot about lag switchers. The most common form of cheating in Rocket League is your shitty Wi-Fi. Don't ever go to PC gaming. It is lost forever. And then Jorby, in the thread, he says, you can't really cheat in Rocket League. And he said, you can't. Lag switching is the most common way to cheat in Rocket League. This tweet was actually from 2020. And I don't know if there were lag switchers then, but I would say probably a year and a half after that, lag switchers actually ended up showing up in Rocket League pretty frequently. And there are lag switchers still to this day. I don't know if it's like, still considered a lag switch, whatever, it might be considered something else, but there are people who go into servers, DDoS the servers, and then they just like take your MMR basically because they're still connected, but you disconnect. So you get GG'd. I don't know if that's considered a lag switch, but you get disconnected any which way. And the final tweet, last but not least, we have Verge in 2021. So we go from 2018 to 2020 to 2021. And Verge just says, I am so thankful you can't cheat in Rocket League. It makes the game infinitely better. Just a solid tweet. I mean, these three people were just, you can't cheat. You can't cheat in Rocket League. And that was a very shared opinion that you couldn't cheat in Rocket League. Well, that final tweet was in 2021 and times have changed. It's now 2024 and there are cheaters, I would say, all over Rocket League. It's not like incredibly abundant, but right now on this day, what day is it? April 6th. It is pretty damn abundant. Also is a little bit of a throwback, but this is Garrett, January 2023, where he ran in to a Nexto bot. You guys remember the Nexto bots in ranked? I think they're gone. He has this tweet that says, I think I just played a bot in 1930 MMR. They couldn't aerial or anything, but had perfect flicks and were typing saying they were real. At first, I thought it was a boosted player, but then they had the best ground control and flicks. So I don't know. What do you guys think? So if you guys remember the Nexto bot meta, you can see Dree's going for an aerial here. This player or bot not even looking to see if anybody's challenging. Just catches it. Contest. Nope. Perfect flick. Over your head. And then a really shitty shot. And that's basically the gist of this clip. The rest of it is actually not very defining evidence, I'm gonna be honest. But there was this whole thing about Nexto bots being in ranked. That ended up getting patched, removed. I don't know. I feel like there's a way you could probably still add them, still put them in the game. I don't think they're like fully gone, I'm gonna be honest. Because every now and then I still see a bunch of boosters on the top of the leaderboard, and those could possibly be bots. I don't know. I don't know if the bots are fully patched, but Lidelli says he still got one like 3 weeks ago, so maybe it's possible. I think people are probably still running into them, but they're not as prevalent because the cheaters and the hackers have absolutely just moved on. Okay, I saw this tweet from Blaze on April 1st, and me being the absolute genius that I am, I bookmarked it and I left it. Because I was not getting April Fools. So because I couldn't get got. So I just bookmarked it, I left it, and I waited until another day. And Blaze ends up saying, a new game-breaking bug dropped. You can get SSL for free by playing with an invisible car. How is this even possible? My friend sent me a group of replays of them getting farmed by trio queues in Grand Champ 2 and 3 with invisible cars, so it's not a one-game bug. This is insane. Now, I will explain this really quickly. The name tags are there, but the name tags stay stationary with the kickoff position. So the name tags do not move unless it's a replay, I believe.
What the fuck? There's invisible.
Good start.
Why is this in the game?
So the name tags only move. So imagine trying to play against these invisible cars, but the name tags aren't there following. This is just a replay. There is another clip where I can show you with the name tags actually not moving. But yeah, this is a Blaze clip. So I bookmarked it. I didn't want to get April Fools, and I didn't watch it on that day because I'm not going to get got, okay? But a couple days later, a couple days go by, and I start to see more and more tweets about this. And this is actually isn't the first instance of this. Apparently, I can't find it. Maybe somebody in chat knows, but there is actually an old RLCS game where this happened. Now, this wasn't actually on purpose where somebody was actively cheating, but it happened in OCE. And they started and they said 3, 2, 1, go, and they're like, wait, pause, this guy's invisible, we can't see him. And it's an old bug that's in Rocket League, and it happens quite a bit. Not quite a bit, it's not super frequent, but it does happen every now and then. Here's a clip from, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know this person, but this is from November 7th 2020, and they end up saying lost an RLCS game because people are invisible at Rocket League at RL support. And it happens. You see, Juicy's invisible here. This is not the same Juicy, I don't think, by the way. And then Lake Calms is also invisible. This is not the first time it's happened, but I think this is the first time that people are actively doing it on purpose in a cheating way. So anyway, April 1st goes by and I didn't get got, but then I see another tweet about these cheaters, and I see this one from Lunar. Lunar ends up saying, my POV against the invisible hackers in ones, Rocket League, fix your game, please. You can see the name tag is in a stationary position because this is where the person spawned on kickoff. But you'll just see Lunar waiting, being patient. Sorry for the Twitter video quality, by the way. And ball saved. Okay, he takes the boost. He's in front. He's air dribbling. He gets a 50. Lunar actually gets a goal. Not bad, not bad. But we can just scroll through like any part of this clip. He actually fakes the kickoff, it looks like. Does he have it? No, not quite. It looks like he's getting clipped on. How is he getting clipped on, bro? Hit the ball. And you can see the tag. It looked like he missed. He got dusted there. So you can see it in the replay again. And then he couldn't get to the save. He just waits. But this is one account. This guy's name is Daycool Addict, and I don't know if these are the same people, but I did go back and look. I found his Rocket League profile. It wasn't that hard to find it, but keep in mind the season reset on March 6th. Okay, so this account started playing on March 24th. That says it's hard to see, but they started in unranked plat 2, and now they are 1420 SSL in ones. Which I think is like, oh, it says 900. That's number 900 on the leaderboard, apparently. I think that's better than top 900, but I might be wrong. But the same thing actually happens in 2s here. This one is not as obvious, as you can clearly see. They start in 1263 Champ 2. They don't play any of these days. This is actually July, so this is a long time ago. March, this is the season reset right here. Actually, this is the season reset. So this little dip, March 2nd to March 8th, this is the season reset. Go down a little bit, 50 MMR, and don't play. Play a little bit, and turn. I'm guessing this is the toggle incident. That would be my best guess. But now this person is 1910 in MMR. They just actually what they did is they were playing the game. They're just playing like this. Oh, whatever. And you can see the MMR just flatlining. But then they went like this. And that's when they locked in and gained 700 MMR. And this is also another example of the cheating. I actually like this one a lot more because this one is from Hammy Crackers. That's not why I like it a lot more. But this one is from Hammy Crackers is all I'm saying. But he actually owned the cheater, who's invisible. You can see the name tag just in, this is the same person, by the way. Name tag just in a stationary position, but the cheater is somewhere trailing back to shadow defend here. Hammy Crackers pops it up. Oh no, the air dribble cringe. Oh, he actually gets him. You can see his card do a little stutter in the goal line. Boom. Which is so funny to me because that just means the air dribble cringe is so OP that you don't even need to see your opponent for it to work. I don't know if this is Daycool Addict, but this is the other guy that I'm about to show you. Now, his name is I Do War Crimes. But if I go to Ranked Duel 1v1, he's actually fairly good at the game. I went back and looked. From what I could understand, he's actually decent. If you go to matches, I thought this was funny. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, win ratio. Here we go. So one day he wakes up and gets a 97.6% win rate. I don't know how many games are played. Another day he gets 50%. 33%, 0% win rate, and then 100% win rate on April 2nd. 7 matches, 100% win rate. Then the other day, 16 wins in his session 9 hours ago. And this one I found super interesting. So this guy's name is I Do War Crimes, right? This was the greatest piece of like evidence or clip, like whatever I've ever seen, because I was just so mind blown at it. And I don't think many people saw it. So I want to show everybody else. If you don't know, Cosmic is a player in NA. I would say he's a pro player. He's up there. He's very good. He's a great ones player. And he was streaming last night, 11 hours ago, and he decided to queue some ones. And he actually ran into I Do War Crimes. And we can just watch. I can explain it a bit.
Oh, no.
So you can see immediately as he loads in, he goes, oh no, because he knows. He already knows this guy. This guy has made a name for himself. He also has fake tags, apparently, because he also has a 5-time world championship tag. But he loads in. He goes, oh no. And he actually just 1v1s this guy for a bit. And he's actually holding his own. I actually really just want to watch the first minute of this because I watched it before. You see the guy yoink the boost. And he just keeps going. He just 1v1ing this guy. And it's actually crazy when you watch it because you can see Cosmic's brain just like knowing exactly where this guy is because he plays so much ones. Sees one's brain. He knows the flick's coming. And this genuinely reminds me of mine and John Sayman's old videos. Dude, another challenge. John Sayman is invisible today. Cosmic actually adds the guy and they end up going into like a freestyle 1v1 because this guy wants to show him. And Cosmic thinks he's using tool assisted stuff, tasks. He thinks he's using tasks, but the guy's like, no, I'm actually like decent. And I actually kind of believe the guy, but I don't know. I might just be wrong. He did the same thing a bunch of times, but he couldn't score, which made me think it was tasks. But also at the same time, I watched him start doing it in free play, which I'll show you in a bit. But he just says, yeah, I'm like decent at the game, but like, look at these resets. It's hard to believe that this is actually a human doing this. But at the same time, I do know it's possible, you know? We have seen people do it before. But it's more so the fact that the ball gets dropped makes me think it's actually a human. But yeah, he always ends up dropping it. So he can't like complete it. But that could be a result of it being a human doing it or the task not being like actually able to do it because it's an in-game lobby. You know what I mean? He said, I'm literally good. Are you dumb? If I was a bot, trust me, I would not be messing up. LOL. Which... I don't know. I kind of give him credit. But he also says, he said, trust me. Bro, I don't know. I wouldn't trust a guy whose car is invisible, you know? Cosmic wanted to 1v1 him again. And Cosmic got absolutely slapped. Because he was like, I think I could beat this guy. Even though he's invisible, I think I could beat him. No, he couldn't beat him. He got owned. Usually people like this, genuinely, they like to be, I would assume, just in like a little position of power. You know what I mean? They like to get the attention, like to be a little position of power. So he actually hops on Discord with the guy. And I'm actually so glad that Cosmic hopped on Discord with this guy. And the guy just hops in free play. He talks to him. He just has a conversation. It is like, it's not even weird. It actually just feels like a perfectly normal conversation. He hops in and they're just chilling in Discord and you can see it right here. He's just, Cosmic is just screen sharing, talking to this guy in Discord the whole time.
It's like impossible to lose if you have the mod.
So you're just doing it just to get high elo?
That's Cosmic
I'm
asking
getting
that.
#1. I'm
Obviously.
just not doing it today. Because like, look, in my other account, this is one account, but I have another account here. That's
So this is what I was saying. This is like I do war crimes. This is other account, but I don't know if he's also the Dayquil addict or whatever the other guy's name was.
So you just want to get #1 and then you're gonna leave?
Well, I'm gonna see how long it takes to get banned. I
That shit's
legitimately
giggles.
don't believe if I get #1, Epic Games will ban my account.
Do you guys hear that? Even the cheaters lost hope. Even the cheaters lost hope. There's some sort of update. So he said he has a point. I don't know. I think I'm in the boat that something will be done. But you know what he says he wants to do is, well, he said he's bored, right? And the other thing he wants to do is he wants to get #1 and just kind of sit there and see if Epic actually takes action and bans the account. But people have boosted to the top before. They've used bots to get to the top before. And they've all got removed or banned or whatever. So I don't see why this one would be different. He will be banned, but I can appreciate the limit testing. Yeah. Limit testing is a crazy way to say it, but exactly.
Until it either gets banned or Moxie passes me.
There's only one person that can stop him. And it's Moxie. Of course, it's the French. That is the gist of it. I am very happy to see that Cosmic streamed and actually had a conversation with this guy. That was probably the most insane part of this whole ordeal. But what I don't know is if they'll be able to fix it. I'm sure they would. You know, I'm sure they'll figure out how he was possibly doing it. But this is also another thing. Even if they know, this is an important concept that a lot of people don't understand. So we know who the guy is, right? We've seen the account. We've seen multiple accounts. He's shown that this is his account, yada, yada, yada. No dev team bans accounts when they know. They do it in ban waves. A lot of people don't know why they do ban waves, but it's mainly so they can figure out the issue, fix the issue, and then ban the accounts. So they can get rid of all of them at once. But just because they know which account it is, doesn't mean it's a good idea for them to just get rid of it. And that's just a common game dev thing. Can I tell you exactly why? No, not really. But to be fair, if he gets banned, he'll just come back again and do it if they don't fix the issue. So it's kind of all the same thing, you know? Yeah, a lot of people are saying this is kind of scary for BakkesMod because stuff like this is how people are being able to cheat. But the thing is if there's somebody, right? So there's somebody made the ability to turn invisible, right? And BakkesMod might have potentially accelerated the process of having that being done, but somebody already knows and has the knowledge of how to do it. If BakkesMod was banned, because that's what people are worried about, they're like, this is going to cause BakkesMod to get banned. But if BakkesMod was banned, it would still happen. That is also a good point, actually, HK. If they make everybody invisible, then nobody can complain.